In July 1909, a luxury passenger ship disappeared without a trace. No distress call, no survivors. No confirmed wreck ever found. More than 200 lives vanished from the ocean, leaving behind one of the most enduring mysteries in Australian maritime history. This is the story of the SS Waratah and the puzzle that has haunted investigators for over a century. The SS Waratah was launched in 1908, built in England as one of the era's most modern passenger liners. She boasted comfortable cabins, electric lighting, and was regarded as a symbol of confidence in the age of steam. Some accounts from the time even described her as modern and safe, to the point of being nearly unsinkable, though that phrase was more a reflection of public optimism than official marketing. Her mission was simple: to carry passengers, cargo and mail between Britain and Australia across oceans vast and unpredictable. Yet even as she was celebrated for her size and elegance, there were whispers among seafarers about her handling, that she could seem top-heavy and roll heavily in the rough seas. These quiet concerns would soon matter greatly. On 26th July 1909, the Waratah departed Durban, South Africa, bound for Cape Town. On board were 211 people: passengers, crew and officers, families, businessmen, immigrants, and seafaring men and women. The weather that night was deteriorating. A powerful storm system was gathering over the coast. The Waratah steamed into those worsening conditions and entered history. In the early morning of 27th July, another steamship, the Clan McIntyre, sighted the Waratah. They exchanged signals as they passed, both vessels struggling with heavy seas and strong winds. By about 9:30 in the morning, the Waratah had disappeared over the horizon. That would be the last confirmed sighting of the ship, and no direct communication would ever follow. An international search effort was launched. Ships scoured thousands of square miles of ocean. Coastal stations watched horizons, and newspapers around the world followed every rumor. Weeks turned into months. Only a few pieces of possible debris were ever reported, but none were definitively linked to the Waratah. No lifeboats were found. No bodies were recovered. No wreck was positively located. The sea had swallowed her without a trace, or so it seemed. Over the decades, scholars and seafarers have proposed many theories. Was she hit by a massive wave? Some oceanographers point to the storm's intensity and the possibility of rogue seas. Did she capsize due to design flaws? Certain investigators suggest her stability may have been compromised in heavy rolling. Could cargo have shifted in a storm? Loose coal or supplies might have affected balance. Did she suffer structural failure or explosion? Some speculate that hidden mechanical problems could have played a role. But without a confirmed wreck site, none of these can be proven. They remain theories, each plausible, none certain. For the 211 souls on board, and for their families back home, there was no closure, no funerals, no graves, only the knowledge that their ship vanished into the blue without explanation. The Waratah became more than a lost vessel. She became a symbol of lives cut off from the world, and of an era when the sea was still a frontier of danger. In the decades that followed, search teams used sonar, deep-sea scanning, even remote underwater vehicles, all in the hopes of finding the long-lost hull. Yet still, no confirmed wreck. The Waratah remains one of the largest missing ships in maritime history, a ghost of steel and steam beneath the waves. Some call her Australia's equivalent of the Mary Celeste, a modern mystery in a world already familiar with tragedy. But the Waratah is unique. She vanished without a whisper, leaving behind questions that remain unanswered to this day. Investigators still discuss her fate. Historians still revisit the storm reports, and divers still dream of discovering the site. Somewhere in the deep, the SS Waratah rests, her final resting place unknown, her story unfinished. In 1909, Australia lost not just a ship, but one of its greatest maritime enigmas. The SS Waratah, still lost, still mysterious, still unanswered. Thank you for watching. If you found this story worth remembering, consider liking the video and subscribing for more history like this. New documentaries are added regularly,